Well then, this is my second video for my attempt at a YouTube channel called What in the World. And there's so many topics that I want to address and just see what people's opinions are of them, or see what people's takes are on them, and get it out there. You know, I've learned a lot, I've experienced a lot, and I have my own opinion on many things. But I want to see what other people think. And the topic that I'm going to choose right now to speak about is, well, social media and emotions, how they kind of interact or relate to one another. And the reason I'm doing this topic is I think it's an important one. I think it's a valid one, a valid discussion to be had. Basically, people, now I'm 27, keep in mind, so my generation and those coming up behind me are going to have some issues, I think, because social media nowadays, you have Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and all these other things that I haven't even heard of because I don't care to. Social media for me is not social media. It's anti-social media. And the reason I say that is because when you're texting, you know, this is my cell phone. I had a flip phone before that, and you know what? I don't need a big fancy phone so I can do all crazy things with it, because apparently those things cause a lot of cancer. That's another topic. I don't need to rely on the cell phone. If I go and throw it over in my drawer, throw it in my drawer, I'm not going to miss it. I'm not going to miss that connection to other people, because when you think about it, there's really no connection there. You have people who are sending you text, words, whether it be on Facebook or even an email. You know, even a letter. I mean, a letter is heartwarming, really, when I think about it, because someone's actually taken the time to sharpen a pencil or get out a pen and, you know, or quill or something, and actually write down, you know, put some effort into it, and not just go click, 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 send, no emotion whatsoever. And I find that people are really disconnected these days, and a lot of the younger generations are just so disconnected from emotions and their actions. And they figure that people who show emotion are damaged or broken, or there's something wrong with them. And this is just, some of it's my opinion, because that's just what I've been seeing, and, well, I mean, that's actually experience, really, but it's my opinion based on what I've experienced, let's put it that way. And I feel like people don't understand that life is an up and down process. To have emotions is to be human, you know, to be happy, to be sad, to be excited, to be depressed, or whatever. And don't be scared by the depressed word. The whole point of life is to go through all those ranges. Obviously, if you're up really high, hey, you know what, maybe you just got really lucky and you have a great life, or you just don't care what other people think of you. And if you're really down low, you may need to see someone, because that's not right either. You shouldn't be down really low. You should always have a constant, you know, like a bit of a flux in that. And with texting and everything else, there's nothing to it, really. I mean, when you're talking to someone face to face, obviously people lie, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot harder to lie to someone, and it should also be easier to pick up on if someone is lying to you. Through a text message, you really don't have control. You honestly, you don't have any control over your emotions, because it's so easy, it's so simple. You just send it and there's nothing there. I think it was Louis C.K., the comedian. He made a joke about it, where children, they send a text like, "You're fat," or you're ugly, and you don't see the person's reaction on the other end. But if you were actually, it's like, oh, that's really easy, I can call somebody fat, and that's cool. But for you to actually see something like that to someone in person, you're going to either see them crying, pissed off, or you're going to see their fist flying at your face. So it's so much easier to just do things when the person's not there in front of you. Talking on the phone is a little bit better. A little bit, not by much, but it's a little bit better. You can at least kind of sense what the person is projecting through their tone of their voice. You can't see their face, the visuals, but you get a little bit more. So you have all these impersonal conversations, and people don't even know how to talk either. So people don't know what true emotions are, and because you're not seeing people's emotions, you don't know how to project them, you don't know how to perceive them, and you just have this distorted view of what being human really is, because you don't know what emotions actually are, because you're not seeing it. And then communication comes in with, you need to be open and honest. Lying to someone is not going to help. Let's be honest here. I would rather just be honest with someone straight up and just be like, hey, you know what, that's the truth, you can't accept it, fine, move on. But to lie to someone, you go, well, what if I actually said the truth? You know what, you're never going to know. Just be honest. Be honest. Stop using cell phones. Seriously. Stop using social media, because it's not social media. It's really not. How are you being social with someone when you're not actually interacting with them? You're not. You're not being social. Being social, I know I'm talking right now. I'm not actually being social. I'm talking to a camera. I'm talking to a Sony camera. That's not being social either. I'm getting this stuff out, which is fine, but I'm not being social. So get out there, go for coffee. Coffee, like, you don't have to drink coffee, but just go to a Tim Hortons or whatever. I'm from Canada. Tim Hortons, okay? Sorry. If you're from somewhere else, go to a coffee shop. Let's put it that way. And you don't have to have coffee. You could just sit there and have a donut or something and talk to someone, converse with them, and look at their expression on their face. Look at how a human being is interacting with you. And they're going to see you as well. If you really want to, record something that you're passionate about, talking about it like I'm doing right now, and just see your facial expression, see how your eyebrows move, or see how animated you are. And you know what, there's so many ups and downs to emotions, and people, I don't think people really know what the ugly side is. Some people have been so secluded from their emotions, and for whatever reason, I'm not going to go into that because I'll open up a can of worms and the video will exceed my limit, because I think I'm going to do 15 minutes. That's why I have music playing in the background to kind of remind me to hurry up. But if you don't go through those range of emotions, and you've blocked them out, or you just are not capable of having them, perhaps, when you see someone else, you're going to think they're screwed in the head or something. And that's not right. We need to see eye to eye on everything. That doesn't mean we have to agree with each other, but we just need to see eye to eye. We need to be able to step into someone else's shoes and see what they see, feel what they feel, sense what they're sensing. And so we need people, we as a planet, we need to converse in person. That's not to say that you should go to someone's house if you're, say on a dating site or something, go to their house first night. No, just go to Tim Hortons, whatever. Have a friend drive you if need be. Go somewhere and just converse with someone over a hot or cold beverage or a crumpet. I don't care. Whatever you want. But just do it. Do it, and you can call it a social experiment if you really want to. It's really not. It's supposedly really normal. We are, as human beings, we're supposedly social beings. So how about we actually do that and prove that we are, instead of using antisocial websites and everything, social media, because it's anti-social media. That's what it is. It's turning us into these emotionless things, and I don't approve of it. You know what? If I could completely disconnect, I would. But you know what? Obviously, it's difficult in this day and age to keep in touch with some people. You know, people are busy. You know, it's easier to send a text. Okay, fine. But for those important times in your life, you need to talk to that person face to face. Because I'm not perfect. I've screwed up. And you know what? It's because of my cell phone. Truth be told, I'll admit to that firsthand. So get rid of the cell phones. Just get rid of the texting, get rid of the Twitter, all that other stuff. You know what? Fine. Use it in a small portion, but go out and talk to people face to face. You know, have relationships. Hurt people, get hurt by people, and see what it actually is to be a human being. So, that being said, I think that's it for that topic. I'm surely going to have another topic. Might even do it right after this video, I don't know. But hopefully that hasn't exceeded my 15-minute limit for YouTube. And I will talk to you guys later.